This is the Aegis Hammerhead, and I just realized I've never showcased this ship on my channel. So we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna show you a tour of the ship inside and out. Today's video is brought to you by GameGlass. With GameGlass you can take control of your ship using a tablet or a phone. You can try out some of the free pre-made shards, or you can also make your own custom shards and share them with the community through the built-in marketplace. So gone are the days where you have no more rooms for all your key bindings. On top of that, GameGlass also supports other games like Elite Dangerous, so follow the link in the video description and try GameGlass for free. Use the offer code DTEA to get 5% off any purchase. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Star Citizen. Today we're just going to take a tour around the Hammerhead. I realized I'd never done a tour and it's absolutely worth it. It's a wonderful, wonderful, beautiful ship. A lot of you guys will know the Hammerhead has a very capable combat ship, but what's it like if you have to fly it yourself? Now let's start with an external tour. As I said, this is a combat platform and this thing just has lasers for days. As you can see, down the side of the ship, we have two manned turrets on each side. Each of the turrets has four laser repeaters on it. This is rhinos in this case here. So all those turrets along the side, they're all laser repeaters. You can see a turret here on the top as well. Same deal with that one. 4x4 laser repeaters. And then here towards the back, if we move around here, you'll see another turret, which also has 4 laser repeaters. So 4 down the side, 1 on top, 1 on the bottom, 6 turrets in total, each with 4 laser repeaters. That is 24 size 4 hardpoints. Like, what? This thing packs a punch. But okay, that's enough of the outside, let's head inside. Now when you enter the ship, you're gonna come up through one of 2 elevators. So you can see one of them here, and there's actually another one just across the ship. The entire ship is symmetrical, so I can only show you, I could get away with just showing you half the ship because it's symmetrical down the center line. You can actually see them here on the front. They have like lights on, and they say port A and port B. Those are the elevators, and you can also see there is a open gap in the middle of the ship there, where, well, there's nothing for some reason, and we can see the same gap. That's the one we're looking into here. We're standing inside. We look out into space, and we have the other elevator across the hall from where we are here. Now, I think we're gonna start by making our way rearwards. Now, this is of course a combat ship, so notice like big bulkheads to close off section of the ships in case of an atmospheric vent. If we move back to this intersection here, we have on the sides, we have access to 2 of the turrets. These are actually the rear turrets that we are at right now, but you access the turrets here, and of course it is mirrored, as I said, on the other side. You can go in there. Now this center section here holds a number of different places. First of all, here we have a captain's quarters. So there is a table where you can sit and plan out your next engagement. I'm missing a few chairs here so you can have a chat with your officers. But this also doubles as the living quarters for the captain. He gets his own bed in here, as well as a toilet with a shower. Hot and cold. Very nice. Very military, like with the green colors and padding on all the walls. If things are a little rough, then you don't hit your head, stuff like that. Opposite side of this hallway, you have access to the top turret, as you can see here. Again, notice how all these entrances here are padded, and I would assume it's because, well, if you're in the middle of a firefight and things get a little turbulent in here, it's nice that some of these places, at least as many places as you can, has been padded. I didn't show you before, but there are escape pods, 1, 2, 3, 4, on each side here as well. So you have an option to get out in the escape pods here. As I said, these 2 are the rear turrets, and we came from up here where the elevators were. Now, making our way further rearwards, we have engineering spaces. So this is an older ship. It's been in the game for quite a while. So these panels don't seem to open. At least I have not been able to find a button anywhere that does so. There is an engineering panel here that you can interact with. But in general, here you have access to stuff like power plants, cooling modules, those kind of things. Radar, as we can see, is located out here, and life support. If you move to the opposite side of the ship, over here, we can see now we have batteries located here, and in here we have more cooling. We have another power plant, so we have redundancy here, and this is exactly the same with an engineering station that you can use. So back to this hallway that we've now seen a lot of times, and we're gonna go further backwards in the ship, and behind, now we're behind the captain's quarters, we find the crew cabins. So remember 6 turrets, and we need a pilot as well as minimum. So that means you need at least 6 crew members. There are sleeping here for 8. So you can have 2 crew members that can take care of engineering or whatever they're doing. On either side here on the beds, we have access to, I think in this case it's the showers. Yeah, you can see here we have the showers in here. And opposite side, it's a very similar layout, but instead of showers, you get toilets, like so. There we go, out that door. Let's continue backwards here. Now we get to the main cargo area, or the only cargo area in the ship. We have a cargo pad here, as you can see. Engines running, spewing all kinds of charged particle at our face. Doesn't seem safe, but let's go through it anyway. You can see here we have an elevator. We are in space. Do we have a helmet on? I do have a helmet on, so we could go outside if we wanted to. But in general, you can imagine this one will lower down. You can actually just go ahead and lower it down so you can see it. Like so, there's no airlock or anything going on here. Obviously, there are airlocks around that you can close these doors off, so that this would be could be vented. But there you have it. That goes down. You can either fit cargo on it, or you can of course fit a small like land-based vehicle. Now there is another thing here. We came down the hallway. Actually, that one over there, but this one is symmetrical. Here in the center, we have an elevator, and the elevator takes us up to a surveillance deck, or I think it actually counts as an engineering space, but yeah. You get a good view over the hangar from up here. There's an engineering console here, so you can control the whatever goes on in the hangar. So I guess this is just an engineering station. Oh, there's a door here I haven't seen. Does this work? Ooh. I have not spotted this door on my initial walkthrough. There's a whole level I haven't seen. Okay, let's finish the lower level first then let's go explore this together. I completely missed this on my first walkthrough. We're back down in the cargo area, and I just wanted to show you here, rearwards, you have access to the rear-mounted turret. If we just want to finish this deck, we're just missing the front of the ship, so we're gonna walk all the way back through the ship here, through the area with the central turret, captain's quarters. Walk further back to that space hole in the ship, past the elevators, and if we move further forward, we get access to the 2 forward side turrets there and there. There is a elevator here that we're gonna go and look at in a second. This door here is the docking port. So if the ship is going to be docking with a space station or something like that, this is where your people are gonna enter from. We can actually see it out here on the front. Right there, center view. Right now we have the docking port. So those doors will slide aside and people can then enter. This is where they will get into the ship. But the bridge you access from back here, as it also says on the floor. Here you can take an elevator, take it down. Notice, by the way, that these elevators here, they have a ladder next to them, so in case of a power failure, you can still get in and out of the ship. You don't have to rely on that. Here we have the bridge. For the size of the ship, it's a relatively small one. Now, if you go ahead and you sit in the pilot seat, you will notice that even though it is out to the side, it does like slide in a little bit, which makes it slightly better, I guess, but you still are sitting off-centered. And also note that despite how much I'm clicking, firing my weapons, the pilot does not have access to any of those turrets. These all have to be crew controlled. So we're back in the cargo observation deck, and there was this mysterious door here. So let's see what we have in here. Now this is going to be completely unprepared. We have shield generators up here, kind of far away from everything else. And the ship moves away from its symmetrical state. There was no door opposite. Did you notice that? Like, there was engineering stations. There's the elevator we came up with. So we are no longer symmetrical. And what do we have here? More shield generators. Double up on shield generators. More crew areas. Probably like a mess hall. Let's go in and check. Yeah. That's a mess hall, alright. Seating. Okay, we get 3 on either side. The 6 and probably 2 here at the end. It only counts as 1 seating. There are going to be 7 around the seat with sleeping places on board for 9. So 2 people are going to have to stand up and eat. Now, where does this go? Ah, food storage. Okay, so there's a storage area here with a kitchen. That kind of makes sense, so that you have ample storage room if you're going to be staying out on deployment for an extended period of time. Then you do have room to store your food in here, if need be. Moving back out into the hallway, we're going to make our way further backwards to another door. This door takes us to an elevator. Are there more floors? Go down. Where does this go? Oh, there's an elevator I completely missed. Will you look at that? How did I miss that? Oh well. So that takes us back right next to the captain's quarters. In there's a turret there. Okay. Cool. So that's the Aegis Hammerhead. But before we end, I would like to ask if you would consider to go down and subscribe to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me, trying to reach 100,000, and I would love if you would help me get there. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, I'll see you guys in space.